Hello, I'm Fame Harper. My friends at AllFreeKnitting.com asked me to share with you how to use a knitting loom. This is part 2 of how to make a flat panel on a round knitting loom. Now here is my flat panel from the baby blanket I was sharing in the first part, and I've decided I probably need like 3 panels to make a regular sized baby blanket, so I have to take this panel off of here. And I know a lot of you have wondered how to do that, and I've wondered how to do that. And it turns out, after reading several books that I have on it, the best way to do that is with a crochet hook. And I know you're a knitter and I hear you moaning already, but really, why make it hard? And frankly, I haven't found a way that doesn't involve a crochet hook. Find a piece of scrap yarn in a contrasting color and thread it on your yarn needle. And we're going to do that to hold the stitches so they don't come unraveled while we're crocheting the edge together. One by one, we're going to go through a loop and then take that one off the peg until we get them all onto the string. Now your project's going to be fragile at this point, so don't accidentally pull the yarn all the way through. Now my remaining end happened to end on the back side of the knitting, or the purl side if you will, so I'm going to be starting over here. If yours ended on the other side, your fabric's going to look like that when you crochet it. Either way, I don't see why it would make a difference. So I'm going to do single crochets, and between each stitch I'm going to do a chain 1 just to make sure that it doesn't get tighter at the top than it was when I cast on. So I pulled up one loop, going to go ahead and chain 1, then I'm going to do a single crochet in the next loop. Want to make sure we don't skip any loops. Chain 1, single crochet in the next loop, chain 1, single crochet in the next loop, chain 1, and so down the row. Single crochet in the next loop, chain, oops, now see, be real careful you don't drop anything, chain 1, and I'm going to do that till I get all the way to the end. Make sure you get both yarns each time. And this is a size I crochet hook. You could use a G or an H as well. If you've got really fat yarn, you might have to use a bigger hook. Let the contrasting yarn show you where to put your hook. In other words, I'm following right along that orange right through both loops. Chain 1. Following right along the orange. Single crochet, chain 1. When you get to the very last one, pull those ends through, and we're going to cut this here. And pull the tails through to secure it. Now you want to look at the front and the back. Make sure you didn't drop any stitches, because this would be a bad time to let your good work go to waste. Looks like I'm good. Then I'm going to pull out the orange yarn. We don't need it anymore. I untied the orange yarn, so I'm just going to pull it out. Cross my fingers that I didn't miss anything. And that's what it looks like. So now you can attach panels together, or you can put tassels or whatever you want. Pretty cool. I just love the texture of this, and it feels good to the touch, so that was fun. On this one I used green yarn plus variegated yarn, so I think for each panel I'm going to use like a different color, like blue yarn and the variegated yarn and another shade of green in the variegated yarn, so that it kind of has a theme. I think 3 of these would make a good sized baby blanket. This size right here is perfect if you just want like a doll blanket to wrap your baby dolls in for your kids. I hope you have fun learning how to use your knitting looms, and don't forget to leave questions underneath, and happy knitting!